Hi everyone, this is Michele Landers, board certified life coach, hypnotherapist, numerologist, and the author of 2 books. And I wanted to do a short video about worry, since that seems to be the soup du jour. And I know that we all worry at one time or another. It's just something that our mind does. And why? Because your mind thinks it's protecting you. But we know it only adds more stress. So when we worry, we are usually experiencing some type of anxiety and fear. And what is fear? Well, we can put fear into 2 categories. One is the fear of not getting what you want in the present, or another way of experiencing fear is you're fearful that you're going to get something that you don't want. So insurance companies capitalize on this, by the way, because they know that most of the things we worry about never happen. And I often ask clients who are fretting and worrying over troubling situations, I'll ask them, how many hours of worry do you think you have to put into your problem to change it? And of course, the answer is 0. So know that worry is not problem solving. So how do we stop worrying? Well, we can't eliminate completely worry, but we can retrain our brains to reduce the amount of time we spend worrying. So I'm going to give you a few suggestions. And when you find yourself worrying, first of all, ask yourself, what can you do to change the situation? So if there's something that you can do, then by all means begin taking those steps. But if there's nothing you can do to change the situation, well, then we need to manage or move those intrusive thoughts. And we can do that in a few ways. First of all, I always suggest looking up the Serenity Prayer and reciting it. It's a really good reminder how in some situations we are just powerless. So let it go. I know that's easier said than done, but you can try. You can also confide in a close friend, and after you've gotten it off your chest, practice acceptance. Now, I think it's important to understand that acceptance is not condoning a situation. It's simply acknowledging that although you may not like what's happening, there's nothing you can do to change it. And then, again, let it go. And I know that distractions are not always the best solution when you're worrying, but there are a number of ways that you can distract your thoughts. And one that I love is, and one that I do recommend sometimes, is to get yourself one of those handheld Simon games. It has 4 large colored buttons, red, green, blue, and yellow, and the game flashes a sequence of colors and sounds, and you have to repeat that pattern, or the pattern and sound in that exact order. So why does that work? Because your mind cannot hold its full attention on anxious thoughts and the game at the same time. Another thing we can do is practice mindfulness. Now, keeping your focus on the present moment. So there are more tips, and I would love to share them with you at another time. And I hope these suggestions are helpful. But if you need more support, you can set up an appointment to chat with me for a free 15-minute session. And I have that in the link attached to this video. And just remember, worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't take you anywhere. Thanks so much. See you soon.